Good evening, guys. How are we all doing? Welcome to the midweek Unwind. I'm just gonna see if I can turn that down a smidge. That might be a bit loud. There we go. I'm still having technical difficulties. I cannot work out for the life of me why my audio is being as wonky as it is, but here we are anyway. It doesn't matter. We are playing Panorama tonight, which is one of my favourite games. I've played this quite a lot. I've sunk quite a few hours into this game. The idea of it is that it is a tile world building game. Soph MCG is here. Hey Soph, thank you for jumping in, lovely. How are you doing? It's a very chill game. The idea of my Wednesday evening streams is that I'll be playing games that are easy to dip in and out of. You could play them for 20 minutes, you could play them for 20 hours. And the idea is that you are able to just kind of play them as and when you fancy. So they're cozy games, but without a commitment as well, which is quite a nice thing to have, isn't it? So that's going to happen. So every single Wednesday, we're going to play a different game. It's going to be standalone. We might play this again at some point. If you guys particularly like the game, let me know in the comments. And I'll take your feedback on board. Maybe we'll play this again. But the idea of the game is that you're placing tiles and building up your world. So you'll see as we go along how it starts to transform. And obviously we start with this one tile, and you get different types of tiles. So if you look on the far side of the screen to me, you can get in fact, do you know what? I'm going to move me over a little bit because we need to see that there as well. There we go. That's better. We need to see this little bit to this side of me here as well. That's always useful. But you get different types of tiles. So this one is kind of a meadow tile, and it's kind of you can place it pretty much anywhere, I think. So we're just going to get started. But you can see, so this one's a rocky one, and you can place them and get better scores. So if you see what I'm doing there, you can move it around and you can place it in certain. So the idea is to score a high score. And once you get the bar to there we go, that's fine, it's all reversed. Once you get this filled up, you're given the opportunity to build a building. And you'll see, we'll just kind of play it as we go along. But yeah, and I've got to remember, how do I turn... Oh, no, not like that. I can zoom in and out. Oh, hang on. I've forgotten how to turn a tile around. 2 seconds. Oh, there we go. We just use the arrows. That makes sense. There we go. Cool. Soph says, I'm good. Sorry that I couldn't make yesterday's stream. I just finished catching up before this, though. Oh, thank you, mate. I appreciate you watching that. Yeah, guys, you may or may not have seen, but I do Pokopia streams as well. And I'm actually going to launch another. Oh, and then sometimes you get these ones as well, the stars. And the idea is that you can place these kind of anywhere, and you want to sort of try and build up landscapes, basically. Have you had a good day, Soph? I really appreciate you jumping in, lovely. Like over here, for example, we've got 2 houses now. If I turn that around, does that make a difference? No, it doesn't really. Okay. So over here then, let's put this here, because then we can build the rocks in as well. But yeah, so then you see, so we've also got this one here. So the stars come with these little challenge bits on them. Can you see that bit standing up there? And if I place that there, I fulfilled that challenge by placing enough tiles of that type around it. And I get extra points. So that really bolsters my score up there as well. So that's great. There we go, and then we want to pop that there. So we get another one of those now. Oh, I've forgotten. Hang on, 2 seconds. I've forgotten. So it's Y we want to press. Okay, just can't remember. I haven't played this game for a minute, actually. So when we've scored enough points, we can choose which building to build. So we're going to go with the orchard for this one. And then to do that, we have to collect up enough tiles. It sounds more complicated than it actually is. I don't think I'm doing a great job of explaining it. But you can sort of see how the world starts to sort of flesh out a little bit. And I can't place that there at the moment. Can you see there's like this white outer rim? I can place tiles on there, but that's just space at the moment. So unfortunately I can't put that down at the moment. Soph is watching us with a Chinese takeaway. Very nice. I don't blame you at all for that. Very, very nice. Right, okay. Put that down there. So again, we've fulfilled that. Gets us extra points. And there we go. We can start placing tiles now. But you run out of tiles. Can you see on the bottom, on the far side, at the bottom of that run, it says 25. We've only got 25 more tiles. It keeps topping up. We fulfill that criteria, but if we run out of tiles, we lose the game. So there are kind of challenges and consequences as well, but you know, it's very gentle, and you get this gorgeous music playing in the background as well. Brilliant. Right, that should expand us out a little bit there as well. So we put another tree down. But I love playing this game. I play it a lot. It's very relaxing. And then when you've got a duplicate tile like this, you can choose it to either be a tree or a house. So in this case, we're going to put a house down. And there's our little orchard. Beautiful. First one built there. That's very, very nice. Okay, and then you get corn. So you get like cornfields like this as well. And it starts off very simply. And it just kind of grows and grows. It's cool. So I'm going to zoom out a smidge so you guys can see a bit more. But can you see with this new tile, if I bring it over here, the way that the tree standing up in it, the tree sign, has got +3. So we need to have 3 more tree tiles around that tile to fulfill that criteria. And if I place it here, you can see I immediately take it down to +1, so I only have to put another one down, which is great. And I'm going to put that one there. There we go. And it gets us extra points, so it's bonus points. There we go, so we've done another one. We can build another building now. I really like games like this. Soph says, this is super relaxing. I love how different this is. Can't wait to see some cats. Yeah, I've teased the cats a little bit. They are a little bit... They come a bit later on. You'll see when... yeah, so you get different success rates as well. So you get different kind of rewards if you succeed at building things. So instantly upgrades. So if you do that, you get 10 rock tiles placed automatically. You get extra points from building that one and that one as well. So I think we're going to go with the local bell tower over here, I think. Let's put that there. We're going to make it a little bit of a challenge for ourselves, I think. There we go. Cool. Okay, so we'll put some more trees over here. There we go. Can we put a house down? Okay, cool. That's worked out in our favour there quite nicely, actually. And trees, and then we're going to put a little house down here as well. But can you see how there's different points and different opportunities? So you might put that there, but if I put it over here, for example, where there's nothing in common with it, there's no tree tiles, there's no rock tiles, I only get 1 point for it. So it's quite strategic in that sense, whereas if I put it here, like I've just done, you've got trees and rocks, so it joins up a bit. But yeah, it's a really relaxing game. Ooh, 6 points on that one. Oh, we've got our first water tile as well. That's exciting. Okay. I haven't got anywhere to put that yet. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe start it over here near the rocks. And you can build like little lakes and things, which is really good fun. Oh, here we go. What's this going to be? Okay, so that one we need to have 4 house tiles. So let's put that there, and that immediately gives us 2 down to it, so that's good. That makes life a little bit easier. So just checking, because I am having some issues with my audio at the moment. Are you able to hear me talking and the music sort of in balance? There's no sort of... You're not struggling to hear what I'm saying or struggling to hear the music or anything? Okay, we're going to put this over here. Lovely, there we go. So we only need 1 more house tile over there now, which is nice. We really need... Okay, we've got some more tiles there. We really need a meadow tile over here because we're going to have a problem otherwise. Perfect, thanks, Soph. Oh, okay. So I've spent some time thinking about the channel today. This is the sort of game where I think I can just kind of chat to you guys a little bit as well. I don't need to be narrating everything. I think once you've sort of started getting the hang of it, you'll see as we go along. It's like a bit like a board game. I think once you've played it through, you start to sort of see, oh, right, okay, I see how this works, you know. It's very chilled like that. But yeah, so I had a think today. My concern at the moment is I don't want the channel to become a Pokopia channel because I'm playing Pokopia, but what I want is for it to be a cozy gaming channel. So I'm very conscious of that fact. We're going to do the local hall, I think. Let's do that over here. Nice. There we go. Oh, can't play that there. There we go. Right, we're going to finish this one off before we start the next one. There we go. Great. Cool, and there we go. We've got our little... Ooh, let me zoom in a bit and you can see it a bit more. There we go. Alright, really cute little buildings. So what I'm going to do is I've decided that I'm going to do a stream on Saturday afternoon as well. And it's going to be called The Hidden Nook, which I think is cute. And the idea is that on a Saturday afternoon, I'm going to do a mini-series of a game. So what I will do is I will choose a game, and it will be a game that kind of takes, you know, maybe several hours to play to completion. Yeah, exactly that. So Sophie's just said, I really like this idea of playing something different during the week to break things up a bit. It means we get to see different games too. Absolutely. Oh, Soph, if you just... So I think that's Soph there who's just jumped into Panorama. That's cool. Yeah, it's... and on a Saturday, I'll play like a little series, and it will take like a few weeks to play through a game over a couple of hours at a time. And the idea is that it will just be like an indie game, perhaps one that isn't being streamed as much, or perhaps one that people haven't seen as much. And the idea is that it will kind of, I don't know, help to demonstrate that it's not just a Pokemon channel. Obviously I'm new, very new, and I'm sort of conscious of what the algorithm is placing me in and things as well. So hopefully that will help with that. But if Pokemon isn't your thing, then hopefully that will be something something else to kind of occupy you and engage you with the channel as well. Hopefully that will be something for everyone then as well. Yeah, Sophia said I bought it, maybe. Yeah, perfect. So the other thing with these meadow tiles is that you can place them anywhere, and they can, so in this case, look, you can put it there and it fulfills the rock criteria. If I put it over here, it would fulfill the tree criteria as well. So it works quite nicely. They're useful tiles, those. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to undo that and put that there because my next tile has a rock in it, so I can put that there and do both. And the next one is a house tile. Look at that. And then we get our houses, look. Brilliant. Nice little runner things there. That's really cool. Yeah, cool. So we're going to keep placing rocks over here. So we're all up to date with our criteria at the moment, which is great. The object is to try and keep on top of things a little bit. If you sort of let challenges build up on you a little bit, it can get a little bit hectic and you're going to run out of tiles and the game's just going to end. It's much better to kind of play it in quite an organised way, I think. Okay, let's build up some houses over here. And the more tile types you place together as well, you can see you get bigger buildings. So it all kind of grows up as well. What if I put that in there? Will that do it straight away? Yeah, it will. There we go. Awesome. Okay, and we can put another building down now. So we're going to go for a bigger one this time. This is exciting. The Town Bell Tower, which is a medium area. Let's not put it right next to the smaller one. Let's put it over here. And the beauty as well is that if you place it just right, you can actually utilise tiles that you've already put down too, which makes your life a little bit easier. So there's a house one on the corner there, and I've immediately used that to sort of flesh it out straight away. So that makes life a lot easier. We don't need any corn on that one. What do we need on that one? Okay, houses and bits and bobs. Yeah, so the idea is that these Wednesday sessions will be, you know, a bit more in and out, just a bit more kind of, you know, whatever goes kind of thing. And we'll be playing games like this where you can really do, you know, you can really just enjoy playing a little bit, or, you know, you could sit and play this game for hours if you wanted to, and I certainly have. Yeah. Then on Saturday we'll be playing like a little mini series game. Every Saturday we'll play through a game for a couple of hours, and just over a few sessions we'll run through the game. This Saturday we're starting, and it's going to be Strange Horticulture, which I've been wanting to play for a really long time. I've never played it before, and I'm really excited to play it. So please do look out for that. I'm going to be scheduling that tomorrow. Oh, is that... Okay, yeah, that's a good placement there, because we can, by placing it there, we've fulfilled the first one, and we've also taken the number down required on the next one as well. So we did a bit of a twofer there, which was cool. So you can play it quite cleverly, this game, if you're sort of thinking about it a bit. So okay, let's put that over there, and then we've got that done as well. Lovely. Okay, we don't need... So what do we need over here? We need a rock and a meadow. Okay, all right, fine. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing that on Saturday. I think it'll be really good fun. It's a really kind of... It's slightly creepy. It's got a dark vibe. And you play a horticulturalist who creates cures for people. And I was reading this afternoon that there is also a Strange Antiquities game, which has just come out, actually. It's not been out long at all. And so maybe we'll play that one afterwards as well. There we go. So we're building up our water over there, which is nice. Soph, what do you think of the game? And guys, if you're watching this or watching it after the stream is finished, I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you played this game? Is this something that you've played before? Is it something you would play? Personally, I love this sort of game. I don't mind saying that I have a fair few issues with anxiety and things like that, and sometimes my brain can get very, very busy, and I really like games like this as a way of switching off. Oh look, we can... Yeah, brilliant. We can... There we go. We've got our next big building. Look at that. Beautiful. Here we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, Soph says it's very addictive. Love the pace of it. Absolutely. I'm just getting comfortable in my chair. Here we go. The pace is super, super chill. It's very, very nice to just sit and have it on and not really feel any great pressure to, you know, do anything too quickly or anything like that. It's really, really nice. There we go. So we can put that one down and immediately take up 2 tree tiles. Done. Easy. So we can play the game like that as well, which is fun. And you can see as things build up, you're sort of having to move around the map a lot more because you lose track of things. So you need to kind of keep an eye on what's going on around your map. I'm really glad you're enjoying it, Soph. Honestly, guys, if you end up acquiring this game as a result of this video, do leave me a comment and let me know. I'd love to know, because I really do love this game, and I hope that you enjoy playing it as well. Where's our rocks? All of our rocks are over here at the moment. So yeah, okay. Okay, so we've put this one together quite quickly, actually. There we go. So we've got another little orchard area there. Medium orchard. Nice. I don't want to use that for water. I think I might put one down for a house, though. Oh, we've got another biggie tile. Where should we put that? Let's put that over here. There we go. Instantly completed as well. That's great. It's nice when that happens because then you don't have to think about it. It's just done. Cool. Okay, do we need... No, we don't need any corns. We can just put that wherever. There we go. And I'm going to put another meadow down over here as well to fulfill that one. There we go. And then we can build out our water a bit more over here too. Oh, we've got our first... Okay, here we go. Are you ready for this? This is going to be a big reveal, this. Oh, hang on. Let me... Look at who is running this tractor. When it turns round, you'll see... Oh, come on. You'll see. This is my favourite bit about this game. There he is. So, I played this game for tens and tens of hours before I realised that the entire village is run by cats. So, yeah, there he is with his tractor. And you'll see as well, I'll show you more as we go on. But yeah, how cute is that? Okay, what's our next tile? So we are rocks. Let's go over here. I know, right? Soph thinks that's cute. I agree. I think it's adorable. Okay, let's go over here and put some more houses down. Do we need any houses anywhere? No, we're all up to date at the moment. We're doing well there. So you can see I've got loads of tiles over here as well. I'm in a really secure position at the moment. Oh, houses. Let's pop some... In fact, you know what? Let's build out this little area over here as well. So there we go. I'm going to pop that down there. And I'm going to pop that water... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to have a look at what the next building is first. Oh, geyser. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. There you go. Because we'll need water for that one. Let's put that there. There we go. We've got water. And we can do this quite quickly, this one, actually. There we go. Check it out. And then we've got loads more water coming up there, too. Really, really nice. Cool. Okay, we can start building out our lake over there. Let's put a tree in there. I'm going to put that straight in there. Get it done nice and quickly there. Okay. In fact, could we put... Yes, we could. Okay, let's do that as well. And then we fulfill that one too. So we're racking up the points at the moment, which is great. But you can see as well, so if I open this up, there's... Oh, find and click animals for additional points. Oh, I didn't know this. Finding it, press... Oh. Okay, well, I didn't know this. This is a new part of the game to me. Let's see what we can do then. So if we... So we've caught one so far. So we can find frogs and birds as well. There's frogs. This is new. This is really new. Yeah, so there's the objective. Unlock all structures to win the game. So there he is. He's just, you know, tending to his land, tending to his crops. What a dude. Okay. Oh, there's a bird. Did that... Oh, and a frog. Okay, so have we... Maybe not. I don't know how that works. That's interesting. I've never actually encountered that part of the game before. I've never really noticed it. So anyway, fun. Fun new things. And it's always nice, isn't it, when you've been playing a game for a long time and then you discover a whole other thing in it that you're like, oh, this is new. 11 points for that one. Nice, juicy. Right, let's straight on with that one as well. Having quite a good run here so far. But it's very easy. Like when I first started playing it, I don't think I fully registered the tile situation, which is why I pointed it out to you. Here we go. So let's build... Oh, let's build the airship. That's always fun. Okay. I can show you that as well, because that is cool. Let's put this over here. There we go. So let's build... let's put that there, I think. Do we need a house for that one? We don't. Do we need a house anywhere at the moment? No, we don't. Beautiful. Another thing I'm thinking about doing in future streams is doing completely silent streams too. So I appreciate that for some people me jabbering away might be a bit annoying, which is fair enough. So yeah, I might do silent streams as well, and probably with something like this game, because it really lends itself to that. Actually, what did I just do there? Yeah, let's put that down instead, and then I can put a... There we go. Oh, we've got the boat now as well. I'll show you that in just a second. Ooh, there he is. So here's another cat. Beautiful. And he's just sailing his boat. What a cutie. I absolutely love it. They're so cute, these little guys. So they're just kind of hanging out, running their little land. But honestly, I'd been playing this game for ages, and then just happened to zoom in and catch one day and was like, wait, what? This game's run about cats. And I'm a huge cat person. I love cats. Perhaps I'll introduce you to some of my cats at some point. Some of my cats, my two cats that I have. I'll introduce you at some point. Yeah. Yep. I love this game. I think I've converted Sophie. She's saying, I'm sorry, this game is so cute. Yeah, it really is. It really, really, really is. I love this game so much. And it's super meditative as well. Like, you can just kind of... I mean, I love this music, but it doesn't have any bearing on the game. If you so wished, you could turn this off and listen to a book or a podcast or something like that if you really wanted to. But yeah, I was thinking maybe something like me doing like silent streams could be quite good fun at some point. Because some of these games would be good to fall asleep to. I'm so sorry. There's going to be a horrible noise in a second. That's my buzzer, my flats buzzer. Oh, there it is. Sorry, it's gone. It's over now. Ignore that. Hopefully you weren't falling asleep to this. I apologise if you were. Well, that's going to be a good score there. Yeah, there we go. The good news is that is them delivering some HDMI cables, which I'm hoping will mean that I can run a slightly better capture card, which will hopefully solve the audio problems going forwards. So yeah, we can have slightly nicer streams that way. Boom, there we go. God, we're doing really well. And look how our score's racking up in this... nope, this way. There we go. In this corner here, like you can see, we're doing really well. And you consider that our first one was to get 50 points. We've really sort of rocked up the points there, which is cool. Okay, are we building anything at the moment? We're not. Oh, we did the airship and I haven't shown it to you. There it is. So what's really nice as well is that you can really sort of get in amongst the houses. Little scarecrow there, that's super cute, like right above my head there. Very, very cute. And then you've got the airship as well, which I love. I think a lot of people would compare it to Dorf Romantic as well, which I have actually, but I prefer this. Oh, I've lost my... Sorry if I'm making you feel a bit sick now. Sorry about that. I've lost my bearings a bit there. I massively prefer this. I mean, I might play Dorf Romantic on here at some point, and maybe we can do like a little comparison stream. But I think Panorama is great, and I really like its super chilled vibe. It's just beautiful, to be honest. I also really like the animation and the cartoon style, the art style of it. It's a lot of fun. Put that over here. There we go. Ooh, I've just remembered I didn't reply to my friend this afternoon. I need to do that when I finish streaming. If you're watching, I apologise. Let's go. I always try and go for the bigger areas because they're going to be harder to do later on, potentially, as we're getting lower on tiles. Put that over here. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so we've got another little building to build over there. We don't need any water for that one though, so that's fine. Do we need any houses? We do. Can I put a house tile down? I can. Yay. I love this game so much. If you are one of the creators of this game and you happen to see this, thank you for making this game. It is beautiful. It is one of my favourites. And when I decided to do this midweek stream where it was something other than Pokopia, I just immediately was like, well, it's got to be that, isn't it? It's got to be Panorama to start off with. But as I say, we will do something different each week. If you've got any suggestions for games that I could play in this session, please let me know. I would love to hear them. I mean, I'm playing this on my Switch at the moment, my Switch 2. However, there are a lot of games that I could play from like Apple games, for example, or on PlayStation. There's all sorts of different ways that I could be playing this. So yeah, let me know if any of those work, and then if you can think of any games that you think would be a good fit for this slot. Oh, see, now we're starting to get to the challenging bits where we've got corn and houses to fulfill there. So what we want to do is try and fulfill one of them straight off the bat like that. There we go. Can I put a house down there? Yes, I can. Amazing. Also, you find yourself needing to adjust the camera quite a lot in this game. Especially as the map begins to grow. So we don't need a house over there, we need houses over here. There we go. Do we need a tree over here? No, we don't. And this is where the challenge starts to creep in, is that you're trying to fulfill the criteria of several different things at once, but you don't necessarily have all the tiles that you need, so you've got to have your wits about you a little bit, because it does start to stack up. So we need meadows over here, but we also need meadows over here, and I want to focus on this first. So let's put that down there. Cool. We've got our meadows over here. So we just need a rock over there now. Oh, we need a rock over there too. God, I'd forgotten all about that one at the top there. Blimey. Okay. So we need houses over here. There we go. There we go. So we're going to build out our water a little bit more. We're going to pop another house over here and fulfill that criteria. And then we've got our rock. Perfect. Right, we can pop that over here. In my opinion, I think the priority should always be building the buildings that you've set out to do. If you don't do that, then you've got these massive gaps and you're not really scoring bigger points. Like, for example, we've just unlocked our next building. Let's do the cafe. Why not? We'll put it over here, shall we? So what do we need? Let's do that. And then straight away, all we need is a meadow tile. So we're sort of playing smart there. And that's the way to play this game a little bit, is you've got to play clever. You've got to think ahead a little bit. Especially as the map begins to take more and more shape. I'm just going to turn that down a smidge. There we go. Hopefully you can still hear that okay. The music gets a little bit loud sometimes, so I'm just going to adjust it occasionally to make sure that I'm not getting drowned out by it too much. I'm trying not to talk too loudly because I don't want to be I don't want to be right in your face with stuff. Okay. Ooh. We still need a meadow over there as well, okay. Alright, let's keep that in mind. There we go. We'll do that one. Brill. And then we've got that one there as well, fill in that gap, and then we'll do our meadow tile. Perfect, there we go. So we've got a little cafe now. Look at that. Super cute. Very, very sweet. Oh, and there's another little cat, look, at the cafe. What are you doing, dude? He's just hanging out. He's just chilling. There he is. So where's our our airship? Where's he gone? There he is, he's over there. So as you can see, it really starts to fill out quite quickly. I mean, we've been playing for about half an hour, just over half an hour, and you very quickly go from 1 or 2 dots to quite an established looking area. It's quite cool. It's quite cool. It's a fun little game, this, and it's quite satisfying to see it growing out as well, which is fun. Let's put that there. So, do we need any houses at the moment? No, we don't. I'm going to zoom in a smidge. There we go. And I find getting the angle just right. I think different people would find different angles more satisfying and pleasing to work with, but for me personally, I find this is better. Okay, so we just need one more tile for each of those then. We need meadow tiles over there. Actually, that was... oh no, that was... I thought we might have had a tree then, but we didn't. So let's come out a little bit, give ourselves a bit more scope. There we go. So we're going to put some more, we're going to join up these cornfield bits over here. There we go. Let's fill that tree out and then we'll pop that one over there and get rid of that one as well. So there we go. We've just quickly gained ourselves a load of points, which is really good. And then we're going to put the meadow over here. See, now if I didn't, so the only opportunity I have to fulfill that criteria now is to put a meadow tile here in this spot. But can you see that because it's a tree tile, it immediately negates that challenge? So if you put that down there, you basically just null and void the challenge and you miss out on the points. So there's no great shakes to that. Obviously that's, you want to avoid that, but occasionally you can kind of back yourself into a corner and you'll accidentally kind of get yourself to a point where you're like, oh, I can't do it now. So, you know, but we're not going to do that today because we can do it. Oh, 10 points. Very nice. There we go. Yeah, and as you can see, you can sort of play it cleverly and you can get yourself more points that way. So, right, what have we got here? Trees and rocks. Okay. Let's go over here. There we go. So we can immediately tick off the tree one. Brilliant. And then we've got another meadow, so we're going to come over here. And in fact, I think we're going to get extra points there because it's also a cornfield, which we're going to tuck on to the end of that cornfield there. Beautiful. There we go. Now we've unlocked our next building. Easy. Let's do the river geyser. Let's start another water area over here, shall we? Let's do that. There we go. So we've got water and rock. We got any other rocks coming up? We have. So let's put the water one down then. And that's the other thing as well, is you can see which tiles are coming up, so you can sort of play or plan out your moves a little bit. So there's a rock. There's a rock. Perfect. So yeah, so you know what you've got to find and you know what you've got to place. So it's a good way of quickly doing that, really. Do you know what? Whilst that's doing development, I'm going to pop this back over here. There we go. Yeah, cool. Okay. So we're looking for rocks over there as well, water over there. Nowhere needs trees at the moment, so it doesn't really matter too much if we just put that wherever. This is the other thing as well, is when you find yourself with multiple challenges requiring the same tiles and you have to prioritise things and think about, wait, well, what's going to benefit the game, what's going to benefit the map more. Okay. We've got another rock coming up, I can see in the little stack there, so I'm going to use this one as the meadow tile instead. There. Now I think what I've just done there is actually put myself in a position where I can't fulfill this criteria, because there's only 2 places that I can put a tile. So maybe I should redo that. Let's try that again, because if you press B you get a do-over basically. In fact, I wonder if over here we could do something. Maybe there like that. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. And now I can put 2 cornfield tiles down and fulfill that one, and I can still put a house down next to that one as well. So everybody's a winner there. Great, there we go. Fulfilled our next geyser. Geyser? I'm not sure how you say that. I should know really. Okay, rock. Lovely. So we still need water over there. We need cornfield and houses. Cool. Still nobody needs trees, so we'll just bung that wherever. That's fine. There we go. Put that down there. Get rid of that one. Water. Water everywhere. There we And then we've fulfilled that one as well. So game, I think some people might find this game to be a little bit repetitive, maybe. But I think it's about viewing it more as being mindful and calming. And to me, that's what a cozy game should be. Oh, hang on. I should put that down there. There we go. Yay! Got the houses. Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, that's the very definition, isn't it, of a cozy game, really. So there's water patches got a bit bigger there as well, I hope you noticed. Do I need to be putting rocks down anywhere? No, I don't. I've done that already. Easy. I love that I started off with Sophie watching me play the game, and within about 2 minutes she'd gone and bought the game. I've completely lost her as well. I think she's lost to the game. This is it now. It was lovely knowing you, Soph. But that's the beauty of this game, to be honest. It's just a fun game. What should we build next? Oh, let's do the small tree on rocks. Because we keep getting tree tiles, so let's do something a bit fun. There we go. Do you know what? Let's put it out there and really challenge ourselves to spread out a smidge. So we can't put that down. That's annoying. But that's okay. We'll have time. Ooh, okay. So we could... Can I do that? I can. Check it out. Nice. So that's fine, Soph. Soph, I'm happy you're enjoying it. Honestly, that's kind of my my hope for this game is with these standalone ones is that I think it could be a really cool little like showcase of games that perhaps people haven't heard of before and can just pick up and start playing without it being some huge commitment. I think that's the thing as well. Is that part of the reason I love cozy games like I do is because life is busy, isn't it? And, you know, I think sometimes... Oh, hang on. I should have put that there. There we go. Sometimes the thought of diving into a game... I mean, and some games these days, you know, you're talking like a couple of 100 hours on it. And I mean, not everybody has that time. Like I know Sophie, for example, I'm sure she won't mind me saying, has a young child. You know, she's a busy mum. She doesn't have time to be sitting around committing 200 plus hours to a video game, really. Like, you know, as much as she might want to. But I think, you know, the beauty of games like this is that you can pick it up, you can play it, it's a bit of time for you, it's relaxing, and then, you know, you're just kind of in that, aren't you, without it being, you know, a huge commitment. Okay, here we go. How are we doing over here? Are we building anything at the moment? I've sort of lost track of things a bit. Oh no, we did it. We built the tree. Did I completely not acknowledge that? There we go. Beautiful. Ooh, hang on. Yeah, there we go. And there's another cat. He's just hanging out. Anyway, let's go place this one. So, where should we put that? Let's put that over here, shall we? And I think a lot of us, you know, like I am 39, and part of my thinking with this channel is that a lot of game streamers are quite young. And I know for me personally, I don't necessarily want someone being very young and hyperactive whilst playing a video game. I don't necessarily want to watch that. It's, you know, I'm sure lots of people do, and it's not a criticism, but it's just, it's not something I necessarily want at the end of a hard day. So my thinking with this channel is that it could be a really nice place for the more mature members of the gaming community to come in and enjoy themselves and just veg and just chill, you know. Try and be relaxed and calm and just enjoy what's going on rather than it being a bit hectic, you know. I have completely lost track of what I'm doing. I'm just chatting nonsense probably. Let's see. So are we fulfilling anything at the moment? Well, we're up to date. I think, oh no, we've got these ones over here. But I think otherwise we're all up to date, which is pretty cool. I don't want to put that there. That's going to ruin things. I'm going to put it there instead. There you go. And that one there then. Lovely. Beautiful. Oh, we can do our next challenge. Fantastic. Let's do the fisherman's hut. Let's do that. We'll put that over here, I think. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the sort of beauty of this sort of game as well. Is, I mean, I'm playing Pokopia as well, as I'm sure you know. If you haven't already, do check out my live streams. I am new to this. I live stream on Whatnot because I sell Pokemon cards. I have a Pokemon card selling business, which always sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud, really, but there it is. So I do a lot of live streaming on Whatnot, but it's a very different vibe, obviously. So I'm very new to the game streaming thing. And I'm trying my best to get it right. But if there is something I could be doing that you think would improve it, do let me know. If you've got nothing nice or so constructive, I should say, to add in the comments, then, you know, please don't. We're not looking for trolls on this channel. There's enough of them. But let's. Ooh, do I do that one first or that one? Do you know what? I'm going to do this first because it gets us the points, and we'll have plenty of time to fulfill that one. But yeah, I want to build this channel into something that feels like a safe space for people like me who are easily stressed out by the world and need a bit of downtime sometimes. Yeah, so let me know if in the comments there's something I could be doing that you feel would improve this even more. Hopefully you're finding this calming. There we go. I'm going to attempt something really cheeky now. There we go. So I have fulfilled the water criteria and taken up 2 water spots there. That's a pro move, I think you'll find. Can you? No, you can't. So the meadows you can use in the other challenges, but you can't use them as a tile when building something. You get this little house with a lightning bolt symbol. Let's put that there. Do we need any trees anywhere? No, we need a water. And that, apart from the houses over there, that's the only one we're working on at the moment. That's interesting. I'm feeling quite on top of this. This has been quite a good run, actually. I promise you that not all of my runs in this game are as successful as this, but yeah, I'm getting smiled upon a bit today, I think. Okay, let's bung that over there. Bosh, there we go. So we've built our fisherman's hut and fulfilled that water criteria there as well. We need to fill in some of the blanks over here. This is the only thing with this game that really bothers me, is when you get these like spotty bits and you're like, oh, this needs filling in, it needs filling in. That's just me, I think. Let's pop that there. Yay, house. Yay, house. Okay, we want to do some more water over here. Oh, was that not? Did that not count? Wait, what's happened here? I've got confused. Why is this happening? Let's put that. Okay. Have I just confused matters somewhat? There we go. Yeah, that was weird. Bit of a glitch there, I think, possibly. Anyway, glitch in my brain or the game, one or the other, but still. Okay. Ooh, okay. Big area. So this is our biggest one yet. We're going to do that. Let's go for it. Look at that. Look at the size of that. So you can place it entirely separately like that, but then you have to build the map out to the point where the white outer ring is far enough out that you can start placing those tiles down. So you can set yourself that challenge if you really want to. Let's do it. Let's see how we get on with that. In fact, actually, let's not put it there. Let's put it over here, because then it will fit in more with the general map. So there we go. Okay. I don't know why I've just set myself that ridiculous challenge, but let's do it anyway. Why not? We'll show you guys how that works. There we go, we've blocked that out a little bit there. So we're building that, which is cool. The risk with doing it like that rather than joining it up is obviously you're using tiles up. So we've only got the 57 tiles in the stack at the moment. And if you're using the tiles up before you can get to that bit, then you run the risk of running out of tiles and not being able to do it. So it's yeah, I thought I turned off the notifications, but maybe I didn't. Okay, so yeah, like we can do you know what, I'm gonna play a little bit of a loss leader there to try and flesh this out a bit faster. There we go. Right, we can start putting down tiles when we've got them now, which is good. There we go. Okay, we're giving ourselves a little bit more room to work there. Great, we can put our first one down. Perfect, there we go, we can do all of them now. So the map naturally expands around. And I think there are some buildings that you can build where the reward for building it is that the map expands faster as well. So I think when we first started, you might have noticed there was a ring of just one around the outer island, and then now it's two. So I think, yeah, it's worth paying attention to those rewards because it can make your life a little bit easier in that respect. So are we working on anything else? So we've got water and rock over here. Anything else? Oh, there's trees over there as well. Okay, right, we've got a few challenges on the go now. And this is like what I was saying earlier, is that when the map reaches this kind of point where it's actually quite big, you do have to sort of keep an eye out and keep reminding yourself of whether you're working towards things or not, because you can waste tiles on non-challenges when there are tiles needed very easily. Like, it's very, very easy to do. So yeah, I'm gonna, because I'm using rocks for that other, for the building over there, I'm gonna put that in there just to fulfill that a little bit. There we go. And we got a water one and another rock one. So all we need now is a water one, and we'll have that built, which is great. That's come together quite quickly on the quiet. There we go. So we've done that as well now. Great. We're doing okay here. And you know what? I'm gonna cheat a little bit and use one of the meadows over there too. So what do we need left now? We just need water. Brilliant. So we can do that now. Ready? And here we go. And you get all these water tiles filled out for you. And you see how the map is expanding that much more. It just starts to fill out a little bit. So if I show you, there's our whole map. And I mean, it grows very quickly, as we were saying just now. It grows very, very quickly. So cool. Oh, we can build another. Let's build the silo. We haven't got much in the way of farmland. We've only got this over here. So let's. Oh, did I not? There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit there with that one. Jump the gun a bit. Right, let's pop that up there. For the tree. Do we need a rock on that one? We do. Brilliant. So then we just need 2 meadows. Cool. Okay. We've got one there. And then we can put our other tree up here and fulfill that criteria. So that's good. And that gives us... start filling in some of these water gaps over here because that's stressing me out a little bit. Actually, let's pop that over here instead because we have got that criteria to work with there, and then we can pop that there as well. And Bob's your uncle bush. There we go. Some more tiles soon, hopefully. This stage of the... Oh, hang on. Actually, I needed that there. So let's do that instead. Do you see how easy it is? How easy it is to just slip into this, like, oh, I've forgotten about that bit. Just give a quick... I forgot to make my squash before my stream tonight. Never mind. Fill that one out now. Do we need any more water tiles? We don't. Great, let's fill in some blanks then. Get rid of these stressful little blanks. There we go. Let's put that in there instead. There we go. We can conclude the cornfield then a little bit. Guys, I know it's annoying when people say this, but if you are watching and you're enjoying this, please give it a like and do consider subscribing as well. As I say, this is a really new channel and I'm very excited about it. I want to grow it. I want it to be successful, and I'm keen to put in the work on that as well. As I think you can see, it's only been live for a week and I feel like I've done quite well. I am away, unfortunately, so March is a really tricky month because the Monday just gone this week was my partner's birthday and we were celebrating his whole thing. And then coming up on the 25th is my birthday. And we actually, because we're both born in March, rather than making a big thing about our birthdays on the day, we decided that we would book a little getaway to the Lake District. So we're just going away for a little cheapy break for a few days, and we're going on Sundays. So I'm actually going to be away next week, which means that streams are limited. However, I am scheduling the next lot of streams that are coming up, so do take a little look and do click on notify me. I will be back. I'm not just going to disappear. I haven't just got bored and given up sort of thing, but I will be gone for a week, unfortunately. So it's poor timing on my part, put it that way, but you know, I'll be back rested and ready to go, which will be lovely because I'm very tired at the moment. Let's pop that there we go. But yeah, so lots and lots and lots of fun things coming up. So do subscribe if you're enjoying the vibe. Lots more like this, where this came from. That's a weird way of saying that, but there we go. There we go. Okay, so we're going to keep building out this island a little bit. Oh, we've been on for like an hour already. Wow. Honestly, it just flashes past the time in this game. Let's pop that in there. There we go. Great. And we need that there. And then we've got a couple of tree tiles that we can place. Beautiful. And we've got houses here to start building that out as well. It sort of starts coming together, doesn't it? You can sort of see how it happens. Do we need any rocks anywhere? I don't think so. Oh, we have got things down here that I'd forgotten about. Whoops. Okay, so we need houses, cornfield and trees down there. Okay, well, no, not rocks then. We'll come back to those in a minute. Water we needed, I think, didn't we? Or did we? No, we didn't. We just want to fill in the gaps because OCD. Actually, I shouldn't make jokes about that. OCD is not funny at all. Sorry to those of you that have it. It bugs me when people do that as well, and I shouldn't make jokes about that. So there we go. Okay. Cool. Right. So we've built our. Where did we build that? I've lost it. Oh no. What did we just do? We did. There it is. Let's zoom. Let's pop that over there. Actually, do you know what? That is the worst timing to try and show you that, because that block's just going to keep getting in the way. So let's put that down somewhere. Where should we put that? Let's put that over here, shall we? Actually, this is an awkward one. Look at that. It's got 3 bits on it. Difficult to place. Can we win that one straight off? Or no, we can't, can we? What about if I put that over here? Well, that one. If we do that, then we win that challenge. So that's something at least. There we go. Okay, so we'll do that. So we need more houses over there. Do we need any more houses up here? No, we don't. That's good. Okay. Let's put a house there then. So we need cornfield, water, another house, more cornfields, trees. Yeah, I mean, can you see my point? So I feel like this is being illustrated perfectly now that the map has grown somewhat. You reach a point where you're like, oh my god, I need all these things and I don't have any of them. There we go. Do we need meadows anywhere? We do actually. I thought we did. There we go. Another tree. Oh. Oh, we're really close. We need 4 more points to unlock our next building. Do you know what? I'm going to use that one as a tree one instead. There we go. Oh, there's our next one. Lovely. Oh, ancient obelisk. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Okay. Look how big that area is. Look, I'm gonna have to zoom out to show you. It's huge. Huge, that area. Okay. So we need to think carefully. So let's make our lives easier and place this somewhere that makes sense to place it. There, let's do that. Great. Cool, okay. Another meadow one up there. But yeah, I think you can probably start to see just how convoluted it can become actually as time goes on. I think when you first start playing this game you just assume it's going to be like a really straightforward, like just put the tiles in the place and then you're good, you know, but it's a tad more complicated than that. And I think that's the beauty of it, is that it is a relaxing game but it is also a challenging game, so you can fulfill kind of both needs in that sense. Finish that one off. So we need water over there, but we need water over here more. So let's put that in there. Houses. Do we need houses? Do we need houses anywhere? I don't think we do. I'm going to plonk that in there, then fill in that gap. There we go. Do we need rocks? Probably need rocks over here, don't we? Yes, we do. Cool. There we go. So it's just about playing mindfully, I think. And I think that's part of its charm, is that rather than just plonking tiles down wherever, it does make you think a little bit more carefully about, what am I doing? Does that go there? Should that go somewhere else? And it teaches that skill, which I think we're all lacking somewhat in modern life, aren't we? We're all a bit guilty of that, I think, sometimes. Just doing things a bit slapdash. I certainly am. Okay. Let's finish that off and then that's done. Look at that. Wow. There's another cat. There's more cats. There's a couple of cats. There's always more than one, isn't there? Sneaky little monkeys. Oh, he's just fallen. Oh, where's he gone? There he is. Hey, cat. Hey, dude. There he is. Okay, right, let's carry on playing them. So, what are we doing? Where are we doing it? And how are we doing it? Okay, let's go and place this down here. Does that fulfill a lot of criteria? It does. Oh, that's a nice one. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to put that one there, and then that one there. Yeah, cool. We are doing well. Okay. Oh, hang on. No, wrong placement. Sometimes you think it's easy to get mixed up, and sometimes you think you're placing it on a challenge tile, but you're not. Okay, wow, God, this is starting to get harder. There we go, okay. Do we need more corn? Yes, we do. Let's finish that one off over there. There we go. And then back over here for the houses. Oh, okay, we've got another building. I always think it's a good idea when the building thing pops up to get on it straight away, and then you're not wasting tiles, because it might be that you've got a rarer tile or a tile that doesn't then show up for ages that you need, and then you've used it on something else, and it's, you know. Let's do the medium tree on rocks. I'm going to plonk that down over here, I think. We can work on that. Actually, do you know what? That's a silly place to put that. Let's not put that there. Let's put that over here. Or not, actually. Let's put that... there. Why not? There we go. I think I am making choices here as well that are deliberately a little bit risky, just to kind of show you. Do you know what? Let's put a rock down here. I always find this bit of the music a little bit sinister. Gets a bit darker, doesn't it? I don't know why that is. Maybe because we built the spooky ancient obelisk, I don't know. Just a theory. Okay, cool. We've opened that up a little bit there as well, so that's great. Let's put some water in there, and then we've kind of done that as well. And then we need a tree in there. Forget about the house. We've got the rock. The corn is all done, so that's good. Yeah, see, we're getting on top of things again, which is all right. We need water over here. There we go. I think the thing is, the temptation is to build this beautiful map, but the first objective has to be worrying about number of tiles and your points and making sure that you're constantly making that progress. Otherwise it's very easy to just kind of completely lose track. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think the people who are really good at this game, like genuinely really good at this game, have the ability to do both at the same time. And I sort of try, but I sort of lose track of things a little bit sometimes. Right, meadow going in. Another tree, and another tree. Brilliant, we've done it. Bosh. There it is. We've got our cats as well. Look, there he is. Hello. Oh, bloody hell, where's he gone? There he is. The camera gets a bit janky at this level. There he is. I'm sorry about that. Hello, Mr. Cat. There he is. Yeah, when you start zooming in, the camera gets really like... It's like, God, okay. Right, let's zoom back out. There we go. So, we need water over here. Cool. And do we need houses over here still as well? We need trees. Let's do a tree over here. And then that's completed. So, what are we doing? We're doing... Let's do the Small Forester's Lodge. Why not? There we go. So the game's given us a slightly easier one now, which is nice. Let's put that in there. We can build that in a minute. So we're filling out some of those blanks, which is good. Do we need rocks? No, we don't. Like anywhere at the moment, that's unusual. Corn. Oh no! I want to put that down. I haven't got any of those coming up. Ooh, I might have made a bit of a mistake there. Let's see. Let's see how that plays out. Hopefully it won't be a problem. Do you know what? I'm going to play tactfully and I'm going to bung that there so that it opens that up a smidge. There we go. Yeah. I don't quite know how I made that happen there, but that's fine. Have a quick drink. My hands are getting numb. Okay, I want to start connecting up some of this water because it's just sort of loose at the moment. There we go. I think let's put that in there as well. Cool. And then we've got another house. There. Okay, I'm playing a little bit of a close game actually over here, which is interesting. And then great, we've got our meadow, fantastic. Right, we've finally built that out. There we go. Perfect. We're already at the point where we've got another building to go as well. All the hillsides, okay, that's unusual. And you know what? I'm sort of stressing about playing at this end of the board too much, so let's go over here and do that. There we go. Make that easy on ourselves. Just give ourselves a bit of breathing space there. So what are we looking for at the moment? What are we working on? We need houses down there. What else? We've got that on the go. We need a house and meadow up there, and then I think that's it. Are there no challenges going at the moment? Oh, there's the houses and that's it. So we've just managed to... Okay, go team. Nice. Here we go. And then we're going to fill in some blanks. Okay, here's some more. Right, let's put that up there. Rocks fulfilled. Nice. Got a meadow. I'm really conscious of this water down here. It's playing on my mind. Put that one up there. Ooh. Great. There we go. We've got some more rocks. Do we need rocks down here? Houses. That's it. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that too much then. Brilliant. Okay, so the rock can go there. And then we need to put all the trees. Luckily we've got all the trees. There we go. So we can do a twofer there. That's nice. There we go. So we've got the corn sorted. Oh, and we could place a house down here as well. And you know what? I'm going to complete that one. I'm really hoping that you guys have got like a really good feel for how this game's mechanics work and stuff as well, though, because it's a really fun game. And it's definitely one that you can kind of, I mean, like I've been playing this for like an hour and a half now, and the time's just flown by for me anyway. I hope it has for you. I hope you're enjoying it. But yeah, I think it's, you know, I could have switched this off after 20 minutes. I could sit and play this for another 3 hours if I was so inclined, you know. But you know, either way, there's no plot. There's no kind of like consequence if I suddenly shut off the game or something. And I think that's really important. Sometimes we need things like that. Oh, no, hang on. Let's put that over there. There we go. Getting distracted. Oh, blimey, we do... Oh, I forgot about this over here. Whoops. Okay. Okay. So we're going to lose that challenge by doing that. Fair enough. That was my mistake. Easy done. And again, though, like, short of losing a few points, there's no real consequence to that. It's just a bit like, that's annoying. That's it, you know, done. So it's one of the things I like about this game is that it's not like, oh no, everything's gone wrong. It's just like, oh, okay, well, that happened. Let's see if we can slot that in there, shall we? Lovely. There we go. Are we building anything? Do we need anything? I don't think so. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. We just do one more look around the map. Make sure. Yeah, okay, we're cool. We're cool. So I do, however, need corn over here. So let's put that in place there. And then I'm trying not to make you seasick with this. I apologise if it is a bit like, blimey. But you kind of have to. There's no sort of getting away from it. It's just one of those things with this game. And I think when you're doing the movement, it doesn't really feel that like bad at all. But I'm aware that it might be a bit like, whoa, to some of you. I'm sorry if it is. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do about it, unfortunately. Yeah, 8 points. Boom. Okay. Let's put a tree down over here. Oh no, not there. Let's put it over here. There we go. And that one there. There we go. Do we have any challenges at the moment? We have that corn one. And then we have the meadow up there. We're very nearly completing those both though. So, okay, let's put that house over here then. Soph says, I'm still here, by the way. Are you still playing the game, Soph? Have you got sucked in as much as I have? Okay, I'm going to stay up here so I don't forget. But I'm going to need to place that meadow tile there. Great, there we go. Hopefully, yeah, thank goodness. Okay, we were getting a little bit, like, stuck in the weeds there a bit. So instantly places. You are still playing. Amazing. How's it going, Sophie? Are you enjoying the game? Instantly places. She says, and I fear it may take over. Yes. I definitely go through phases with this game where I can kind of play it for, you know, hours and hours and hours at a time. I'll have like a week where it's like, right, that's the only way I'm unwinding at bedtime sort of thing. So that's what I'll do. What should we do? Let's do a windmill. Let's do a little windmill. Nice. That'll do. Okie dokie. Right, what have we got here? Oh, okay. Let's place... There we go. We can start to connect these up a little bit more as well. I don't like having all these loose bits. It doesn't work for me, that. Oh, hang on. I should have been doing things with those tiles. Whoops. Okay. I sort of forgot we were building something up the top there. Right, corn. Lovely. And we're going to need a meadow tile up the top too. So that's fine. Are we doing anything with houses at the moment? Oh, we still need a corn tile over there as well. This is crazy, actually. It definitely... we need corn tiles over there too. Blimey. Okay. It definitely sort of reaches that point with it where the map kind of becomes very unwieldy and you're like, wow, okay, I don't remember where everything is even. Okay. Okay, so what do we need up here? We need a meadow tile. Great, so we've got a couple of corn. Let's place this one here and then we can get rid of that challenge. Perfect. So there's a few points in there for us. Houses and more corn. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, let's not put that there. Where could we put that? Let's put that. That slot in there? No, let's do it like that then. And then we only need one more corn tile then as well, which we can do like that. Brilliant. Brilliant, even if I do say so myself. Right, so we need more corn tiles, don't we? So where's the corn going? We've got a meadow one down there still. There was another corn one, I'm sure of it. We need another meadow there too. In fact, we've got a meadow tile next. Perfect. Let's put that there and then get that done then. Bosh. There we go. Nice. Okay. Do we need a rock anywhere? I don't think we do, actually. Okay, so let's pop that there then. Why not? Okay, and then we need another corn. Do we need another corn? That challenge is done. No, I don't think we do, actually. We need... Oh, yes, we do. We do over here. I thought we did. This vague memory of needing corn somewhere. Okay. And great. So what's this now? Oh my goodness. These meadow tiles are going to be the death of me, I think. Right. let's do that. 2 birds, 1 stone, etc. Right, let's do that. Cool. Okay. Maybe not the death of me then. That's good. Where should we put this one? Ooh, let's do a big area. City cafe. Okay. And we can put that in there. We'll take up a couple of rocks. Ready to go. Beautiful. Okay, cool. So at the moment, just for a bit of context, we have managed to do 21 of 52 buildings. So we're not even halfway at the moment. So the game has some length to it as well, if you're looking for that. And of course you can save it and come back to it as well. Ooh, houses. There we go. Do we need... Let's put a cornfield in there. Cool. So we need rocks and water. We could probably plonk that in over here somewhere, couldn't we? Maybe not. Where are the rocks? I know what we're going to do. How's about them? How's about them apples? Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm going to zoom out just for a second and sort of have a little review. So you can see, again, look how much bigger the map suddenly is. It just... The thing is, you take your eye off the ball for it, and then you suddenly realise, oh, wow, it's grown like tons and tons. So it's easy to lose track of your challenges as well. So you have to be really mindful in terms of where you're placing tiles, because resources aren't unlimited, and if you miss an opportunity to use a tile for something purposeful, then it can be problematic. Okay, do we need a meadow tile anywhere? I don't think we do, because we filled those meadows down there, didn't we? We did that super quickly, actually, so that was good. Let's put that in there then. Still got corn over there, house over there. And then we can do a rock one over here, actually. Let's do that. Oh, we still need a meadow tile up there as well. Oh, man. Okay. Oof. Okay, I forgot about that. Right. Let's keep that in mind then. And do another rock one over here. There we go. That's done. There we go. Trees. Done. Trees. Tick. So we need a meadow one. Oh, there's one coming up, actually. Must not forget that. So, okay. Do we need another corn one? I feel like we do. Yeah, we do down here. Okay. Great. That fulfills that one. Fantastic. Okay, cool. Making progress now. And the house as well. That's great. And then we need a rock one over there. Thought we did. Right, and then we've got our meadow tile. Let's just get that in. There we go. Done. Thank goodness. I kept forgetting about that. So there we go. And then we're going to do the house up there. Oh. So I always make myself do the ones with the big area first, because that way you've kind of got, you know, we've got 89 tiles at the moment, so plenty of resources to be working with, so we can kind of make that happen and buy ourselves a little bit of time if we need it, you know. Okay, cool. Right, we need another house up there. Okie dokie. Yeah, we're making progress. We're doing okay here, I think, which is good. Focus on this. Sometimes as well it helps to just focus in on an area if you can. I keep getting drawn back to this water over here. We haven't got any corn challenges at the moment, I don't think, so that's something at least. Let's put that there, plug that gap. There we go. So what have we got here? Houses and rocks. It's all houses and rocks at the moment. Let's do... Is that the best place for that? I don't think it was it? Let's try that again. Could we tick off some... Yeah, there we go. That's better. So we can fulfill both those house challenges. That's nice. Okay. It just pleases me when that happens. It's like, oh, it's nice. Okay. Let's... And then that one as well. And then we're done with that. Very nice. Cool, cool. Okay. Do we have any tree challenges anywhere at the moment? I don't believe we do. I think our only challenge, in fact, at the moment is actually those rocks at the top. So we've made really good headway there. And do you see what I mean? Sometimes it's like the game is sort of getting away from you a little bit, and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh no, I am on top of it. I think it's a really nice metaphor for life, to be honest, because sometimes you do feel like that, don't you? Sometimes you feel a bit like, oh no, everything's on top of me, and then actually you just kind of carefully, mindfully work through it all, and you find your little... Oh, my tiles disappeared. Okay, this happens sometimes, so I'm going to options. How do I save? Hang on, let me move me out the way. Oh, there we go. Save and main menu. My head was in the way. So we're going to come out. We're going to do that. Unfortunately, my only complaint with this game is that it's very slow. So we go back in, continue. There we go. It's a slow game. It takes a little while to load, and our map's quite big, so bear with me a moment. Oh, there we go. Actually, that was pretty quick. Okay, that was pretty quick. Cool. And we should... Yeah, there we go. Our tile's back. So sometimes there's this weird little glitch with it where the tile just vanishes. And I don't know why that happens, but there we go. Okay, but we've fixed it. Our tile is back, so that's good. Thank you for bearing with me there. I might make a little short out of that bit tomorrow, because that's quite a useful little tip if you are playing this game. That happens quite a lot, actually, regularly anyway. So it's probably worth you guys knowing if you are going to play this game. I don't think... Do we have any challenges at the moment? Are we just kind of... I think we're just kind of going through it, aren't we, at this point? Okay. So we need points. We need to focus on placing tiles in the best places to be able to score the most points. There we go. That makes a difference. we go. Right. So let's do the improved windmill then. Let's put that there. And immediately we can jump on that with that. That's fantastic. And then one more rock, and that one's done. There we go. That was a nice easy one, wasn't it? It definitely helps when you don't have multiple challenges going on. Oh, Sofa said, I've had to come off for now as my eyes are starting to hurt and my Switch is about to die. Oh no. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's definitely one of those where I think you can kind of, you get a bit sort of like, oh, everything starts looking like hexagons. But yeah, it's fine. Let's find some houses with rocks. How about over here? Oh no, that's not as good a score. Let's put that over there then. That was a good score, that one, for some reason. Why not, I guess. Okay. And then, do we need any... Have we got any challenges on the go at the moment? I don't think we do. I think I'm playing this game almost a little bit too efficiently at this point. Oh no, we have got one. We've got a corn one over there. Okay, we've got corn coming up, so that's great. Let's put that there. And then we can put the corn one over there. Perfect. There we go. And that can go there. And then let's fill in some blanks with the rocks as well. Yeah, here we go. So we've got a challenge tile coming up. So says it's definitely a game that sucks you in though. I'm not usually one for puzzle type games, but I love how it's a little challenge for my little brain. That's the thing. It's relaxing, but it is also a little bit of a challenge. So I think if you're someone who likes a little bit of a challenge, but it's not too taxing, I think it's perfect. Actually, it's a perfect game for that. I think it's kind of why I like it so much, because I think if a game is too easy, I sort of switch off from it. But this keeps me guessing, which is fun. Ooh, what's that? Yeah, bung it in there. There we go. Right, here we go. So we got, oh, just the one. Wow, game's being stingy. Let's see if we can make that happen quickly. How about over here? Yeah, we can do that pretty quickly. Okay, we just need one more rock tile over there. Coming up, so I'm going to use one of those there instead. There we go. Yeah, this is when I start getting nervous, because we're just burning through tiles now. There's no challenge at the moment. There's no sort of high scoring things. Have I forgotten something? I feel like I have. Normally my board is littered with challenges and I don't know, man. Maybe I've actually developed some degree of skill at this game, perhaps. I don't know. I do play it a lot, so maybe that's happened. But yeah, okay. I'm not complaining, to be honest. There we go. Okay, cool. Right, that's what we need then. We need one of these. So we've got 3 challenges on this tile. So can we... If we put that there, we can do one of them straight away. Fantastic. And then we could put a house over here. We've got a couple of corn tiles coming up as well, so we should be able to whip through that pretty quickly, actually. So there's... Yeah, done. Boom. Easy. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm playing on like an easier version of this or something, like an easier... I'm not sure you can change the settings, but I don't know. I'm not complaining. It's fun still. Yay. Okay, we've got our next one. So, big area. Let's do it. Ooh, do we want to do the city cafe? Or the city hall? Let's do the cafe. Where should we put this? Let's put that up there, and then we can borrow some of those trees. There we go, perfect. Okay. No, let's not do that, because that's just, it's sort of cutting our nose off to spite our face. We end up losing out on points there if we do it that way. So let's do... We need houses up here as well. I'll zoom out in a moment and show you just how big the map has become as well. In fact, let's do that now. Look at this. Look how big it's become. It's huge. I quite enjoy looking at this stage though. It's fun. Okay. Right, so cat cafe. Yes, the cat cafe is cool. What do we think of the cats? They're a bit quirky, aren't they? Let me know what you think of the cats. Ooh, water. Nice. We should be able to do that one quite quickly, I would have thought. Yeah, there we go. Done. Bosh. And then we can put the meadow in up there. And we've got our cafe as well. Very cool. I really need to fill in some of these water blanks down here. It's really doing my head in that they're kind of just sat there empty at the moment. Oh, we've got a house challenge as well. I'd forgotten about that one. Okay. Okie doke. Let's find some rocks. It does sort of reach the point as well where you can kind of do a lot of the challenges quite quickly by sort of making sure that you're thinking about where you're placing the tiles, which position you're putting them in, that kind of thing. It makes a huge difference. Yeah. So I'm exactly the same. So says if there's a cat involved somehow, then I'm totally sold. Yeah, my favourite bit about playing this game though was that I'd been playing it for ages without realising that that was what was going on, and then I zoomed in one day and I was just like, oh surprise cat. And he was just there, you know, with his tractor and his sailing boat. I was like, oh, okay, why not, I guess. I think it's cute. It's very cute. Oh, look at this. Look, we can immediately fill in a nice big gap and get the water challenge done. Love it. There we go. That's cool. So, okay, what else? What else? What else? Do we have any other challenges on the go at the moment? Don't think we do. trees and meadow. So I don't feel as though I need to be narrating as much as I was at the start, because I think you've probably got the measure of the game by now. If you've watched this far, I really appreciate you. Like, honestly, that's huge for me. Like, I'm a brand new channel. This is a brand new channel, and the support that it's received so far has meant the world to me, actually. Like, really has. And if you are watching and you've got this far, please do give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel, because this is the whole vibe. The whole vibe. If you're enjoying this, then you might enjoy a lot of other stuff that I'm going to put out as well. So says, I'd love nothing more than to actually visit a proper cat cafe. Coffee and a cat to cuddle is the dream life. Yeah, I mean, it certainly is. There's a really good one in Birmingham, Soph. Maybe we should grab the others and go do that one day. Oh, thank you, Soph. Thank you, Soph. I really appreciate that, lovely. She says I've converted her to a new game and that she's proud of me. Thank you. That's very sweet. Thank you, lovely. Do you know, I wasn't intending to play this for as long as I have tonight. We've been on for like 2 hours so far. And I'm only halfway through. Maybe we should pause this and I could play this again next Wednesday and we could see the game through if you like. Soph, what do you think? What do you reckon? We could do a two-parter. Two-parter. Which is kind of what I was thinking with these games, is that, like, for example, this one we've had a really good run, so maybe that would be a fun thing to do. We could see the game through and finish it off next Wednesday. Or the following Wednesday, actually, because next Wednesday I'm on holiday. Sorry. Yeah, okay, Soph would love that. Okay, do you know what then? Let's do the City Hall. And let's put that in place. Yeah, absolutely, Soph. It has been fun. Okay. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to pause it for a second. So, yeah, let's pause it there. So, let me... How do I do that? There we go. Make myself bigger again. So, let me make... There you go. You can see all of me. Yay. Lucky you. Right, so thank you so much for watching this evening, if you have, and thank you so much for watching after the event as well. The next one of these won't be next Wednesday, sadly, because I am on holiday, so not sadly for you, not so much for me. I'm going to be enjoying myself in the Lake District. But the following Wednesday, I'll schedule it in tomorrow morning. We will play part 2 of Panorama, because why not? This seems like a good one. We're halfway through. Let's see if we can win it. Let's see if we can complete it. That could be really cool. So yeah, please do like and subscribe. This is brand new. And I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm putting a lot of work in to try and really get it up and running. So if you are enjoying these streams, please let me know, and I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Cool. Right, Soph, thank you so much for being here with me this evening, and I'm glad that you've enjoyed the game as well. If you've also decided to play the game as a result of this, leave me a comment, let me know, or if you've played it before, if you've got any tips, pop them in the comments, let me know. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the